You're listening to the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits podcast, where you'll learn simple, actionable strategies from real-world, wildly successful body contouring professionals to help you generate more revenue, realize the profits you deserve, and create the life you desire. I'm Shannon Schimmel.
And I'm Kay Overly, and we're your hosts of the Proven Profits podcast.
Welcome back to the Proven Profits podcast. I'm Shannon, and Kay's here with me, and this is episode 007, How to Use Props to Elicit Conversations That Lead to Sales.
So, you've started a body contouring business, or maybe you've added body contouring to your established aesthetics business, and you're thinking, I have a whole bunch of established patients that I think would be and should be interested in some of these body contouring treatments to trim some inches. And you're right, you do. Those folks are your low-hanging fruit. So how do you grab their attention to tell them about body contouring treatments when they're in your office?
That's the question we're going to tackle today. How do you start conversations with patients when they're present at your office so they know about body contouring? How do you bring it up? Or do you have to? The solution is really simple. You elicit conversations with props that you strategically place around your office or even on your body. Here's how.
Start with a sign outside of your office. It doesn't have to be expensive or elaborate. A simple chalkboard and easel will do. Write something on it really eye-grabbing. Now offering fat reduction treatments. Ask us. You'll be surprised how many people will tell you that they're supposed to ask you, especially your older patients.
In your lobby, display a tall banner advertisement. The easiest way to get these banners is from the device manufacturer, but you can always design your own using something like Vistaprint or pay an advertising company to design your banner.
Do something as simple as place brochures at your receptionist desk. Patients signing in and checking out should see these brochures.
So you could strategically position real-life model replicas of 1 pound, 5 pounds, or 10 pounds of fat in your exam room. You can find these anatomical models online, and beside each model you could place brochures about your treatment offerings. And let me tell you, those little fat blobs, they do spark conversation. If you haven't seen them, look them up.
And don't forget your restrooms. Patients do spend time in there. Place posters in your restrooms.
You may also use a varying size posters in your exam rooms, hallways, reception, lobby, and your office. You should always be able to get posters from the device manufacturers, just like those banners. But if not, you can design in-house or hire an outside company to design those too.
One caution about props. Make sure not to overdo it. Usually one prop and brochures are going to be okay. More than that is too much. I think many of us have been into offices where there's just way too much going on. There's so much going on that you actually are tuning everything out. So really step back and take a look at each of the rooms that you're placing props and make sure that that's not going on with your office as well. Finally, order buttons to wear for your entire team. And these buttons should say, something similar to your outside your door, but they could be more provocative, like, want to look slimmer? Ask me how.
So your action step for this episode is to walk through your office from the outside of your building all the way through. Identify where you can and should place props to elicit conversations. Refer to our show notes to ensure comprehensive coverage to your office. Make your plan, order your signs and materials.
Okay, so if the patient has an interest in body contouring, one or more of these props should have elicited that important conversation that could and should ultimately lead to a sale. But now what? What do you say when they do ask about it? Is it okay for any member of your team to talk? How do you steer that conversation down the path and toward a sale? We'll answer all of these questions and more in our next episode, so stay tuned.
And subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Bye for now from Kay and Shannon at the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits Podcast.